All right, everyone, this is Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, October 23rd. SPY still hanging out near all-time highs. I'm going to slide this over. We've got new faces in the room. If you're a new face, click the pause the video and just read that. All right, love the teamwork. Nice teamwork today. A couple of highlights I'll show you. DJT. And keep in mind, I do these highlights for those that we got people that show up on days and then other days they can't make it. So if you didn't make it to chat, I just want to do a brief explanation of a couple of highlights. So that's what this is about. DJT, I've been talking about the 200-day was right around 34. I know I don't have it on this chart, but it's basically right about close where the high of this recent high was, and it was flagging. So I liked it anyway. We already had it on watch because it said that 200-day might act like a magnet, and it did. How did I call it? Absolutely love this. Pre-market on because it was gapping up. And I called it right there at that yellow line. I'll zoom into that area. I was on the mic and said, hey, if you're looking for a pullback in DJT, it's right there at that yellow line. That's the spot we've been focused on. And man, I mean, it worked like a charm, almost to the penny, right? And never looked back. So the entry was somewhere around, it was about 32.37 when I pointed it out. And it went to 34.58. So $2.20 something cents. Let me pan back out to the daily here. On probably about 30 cents risk. And then PHUN, hat tip to Miguel. This was already on the morning gap playlist because it was gapping. And Miguel called it on that inside fives. Again, I'll kind of zoom in. This was the opening candle, and it kept running. This was the inside five he was talking about. The third 5-minute candle of the day, red candle. Miguel pointed out the setup, which means over this candle with a stop below this candle, right? So the entry was like 10.26, which triggered right there. Never looked back. Went to 13.37. Another one that went over $2 a share. Maybe 50 cents risk. I don't know if I'd let it go that far, but against me, but it didn't matter. So another great post by Miguel. He does that a lot. Keep your eyes on him in chat. Again, love the teamwork. And it's just a couple highlights from the day. Let me go into what we're watching for tomorrow. GNPX. It's stupid extended, but it held up better than I thought it would, right? If you go to 5-minute candles, you know what, I'm going to get after hours off here now. All right, so if you go to 5-minute candles, you see this big pop at the end of the day right here. Like it was just trailing along at the low of day. Had this big run, never did take out that earlier high. But to me, that tells me it's kind of some hidden strength there. We'll see, right? I'll only trade it if it gives a A+ setup. I'm going to put DJT. I just showed you that daily chart. I'm going to put that back on watch because it is starting to resolve this little flag here to the upside. And again, as I keep saying, the election approacheth. It's not something I would hold into the election, but you guys know me. I don't hold overnight anyway, right? So I'm just going to keep trading it up until the election. PHUN is, again, another one. Miguel's great call today. It's just a sympathy play, or at least it's been deemed a sympathy play to DJT. So it goes back on watch. It's certainly extended. And then the trifecta, the small nuclear energy plays. I'm going to keep watching these. I like them better than I did yesterday because now we got a red day, right? We got a pullback in them. So NNE, SMR, and OKLO. Much like I've been having DJT on watch, I like this whole space. They're all a little bit extended, but they stay on my watch list because they might give a setup, right? RUM, which I think when DJT was running, RUM is sort of deemed a sympathy play to that, but it closed way off its highs. I still want to keep my eyes on that. That's that Rumble. LAC, lithium play, gapped up, then gapped up again, pulled back for a few days, and today is starting to turn back up. So I want to watch that one. I like this chart on Joby, Joby. FAA, like, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know the lingo, but some sort of gave them a green light, right? On, and not just Joby, I guess it's just on the EVTOLs. Again, I'm not positive what that stands for. Electric vertical takeoff and landing or something. It's basically huge drones that carry people. And they're talking about, Joby is one of them, right? ACHR is another one. So both of those had nice volume today and strong closes. LUNR, just kind of an interesting chart. Gapped up here, sold off, and now you can kind of picture is sort of forming a a consolidation, a pennant, a flag, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to keep that one on watch. Had a little bit of extra volume today too. VFS, nice little breakout today. We'll watch that one tomorrow. MSOS, I believe, is a pot ETF, and I'm assuming these are starting to run into election day because they're like in Florida. There's a referendum on pot on the ballot, or adding it to legalizing or smoking it in public. I don't know, but you might see some action in these pot stocks over the next week or two, and it looks like they started today. So MSOS is, I believe, an ETF, and then I just went ahead and threw one of the actual pot stocks on watch too, which had nice volume today too. CGC, couple more and I'm done. TVGN had a nice run here and now has put in a few days with lower highs. So I'm treating that like a bounce play. Maybe it turns back up tomorrow. And then LTBR. I'd like to see another red day. It still feels extended to me. I like it. But I'd love to see, had the big gap up yesterday, red day, another red day today. You sort of have that gap fill close right there. But I'd like to see one more red day, and then this would be probably one of my favorite ones going into Thursday. So anyway, we'll see. I'll be around in pre-market. Hopefully some of you show up and help me build a gapper list for tomorrow as well. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat.